Record. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Patricia Kenyatta, and if we haven't met, well, I've been working with some incredible women, helping them drop the pounds and feel amazing. And I mean, you've heard me talk about this product. I've been on the product now for, I don't know, just over a month, and I'm closing into a 20-pound loss and feeling great. But I have a special guest with me here today. Oh, and by the way, if you're listening in, let us know where you're listening in from. Pop us off a thumbs up or repeat, whichever you're doing. And we'd like to know who's who in the world of Facebook. Anyway, I've got a very special guest here with me. Her name is Helene Miller, and I met her and heard her story, and I thought, you know what, we've got to share this. I'm a big, I just like to share good news. And so, Helene, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time and energy. And Helene is calling in from California, and she is literally living the dream. But what she's going to talk about is her and her husband had a dream and they decided to go for it. And unfortunately, she couldn't even partake in it. So Helene, thank you so much. And if you don't mind, just to share, where were you at last summer?
Last summer we were here in the same campground we're in right now. We call it our home campground because it's close to our children. We, a year earlier, had decided that we were going to go full time because it's always been our passion. And once we started, I realized it wasn't something I could do. I wasn't even leaving the RV because I was in so much pain all the time, being that I have fibromyalgia and chronic pain, diagnosed 35 years ago. And for the longest time, in fact, people thought my husband was a single full-timer until suddenly his wife appeared. And what happened that changed this was I had noticed some weight loss with my sister-in-law. And I called her and asked her for some samples. And what happened was amazing. At first, I thought it was weight loss I was looking for. I have lost 16 pounds from the product, from the coffee.
Congratulations.
But more amazingly, the energy. The energy is what sold me. The energy is what got me to want to just shout from the rooftops, there's help for anybody that's suffering from chronic pain or fibromyalgia or neuropathy that I have as well, diabetes. There's just so many things that this coffee, and then later I was introduced to this Prevail Max spray that just was like a game changer. Everything in my life as I knew it changed to where before I wasn't living life to where I'm living life again.
So, you know what? I totally understand your emotion because when you get your life back, it just feels so good. So here, you and your husband made a plan to live the RV life.
Yes.
And you couldn't. And people thought he was single. My goodness sakes. And then, so you were living in chronic pain. Well, how long did it take being on this coffee and the spray? How long did it take before you were able to get out there and partake in life with him?
She's within probably not even a week. I know that as soon as I got that coffee into my system, I was at another campground staring at my RV door at a mountain in front of me. And all I could think was, I have so much energy, I could just run up that mountain.
Really?
And that's all I thought. But then I thought, well, what am I going to do with the rest of my energy? Because I felt that good. Because people don't understand. People that have chronic pain or even fibromyalgia, they are so overwhelmingly tired all the time because they don't sleep. And to have that kind of energy was like the start. It wasn't even about weight loss anymore. It was just about getting my life back.
So I understand chronic pain because I've lived with chronic pain for 8 years, and it's very, very debilitating. And so here you were, you had this amount of energy. And when you actually went out and about, how was that for you?
It was great because in the beginning, I couldn't even walk the campground because of my neuropathy. And now I can walk over 10,000 steps,
Wow.
sometimes 13,000 steps. My first goal was 6,000 steps, and I started doing that. And then the second goal was 10.
Do you know what? You say that because I know in my own life, because I had ankle surgery and I couldn't walk, and my daily steps were 6,000, and now I'm well over 10,000 myself. Talk about freedom, hey?
Yes, it's such a good feeling because you know that it's such an accomplishment.
Yes.
You know, when you're going through what we've been through,
yeah.
And to suddenly be able to do this and be so discouraged, going up from doctor to doctor, and nobody knowing really what's wrong with you, and you're not sure if they're really diagnosing you properly or what. And then doctors not believing in it, and now finding doctors are believing in it, and you're not crazy after all. And I'm telling you, there's nothing to cure this fibromyalgia or chronic pain.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I was on 12 different medications, and I no longer take anything.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Wow. And you've been on the product for 7 months, is that right?
Since mid-October.
Wow. You know what? Talk about amazing, because as we know, meds are bad for your body. And so now your body is cleansing itself and doing amazing, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. And I look forward to hearing more about your story, because I know that you're on a natural product that was just launched, and it's an anti-inflammatory. It's a natural inflammation killer.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, and that's going to be absolutely huge. And so, you know, looking at somebody in your situation, what would you say to them?
I'm going to cry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
If I could just get you to listen and just take that chance. Right. You don't have to suffer anymore.
Wow.
You don't. You really don't.
Just freedom, right? Freedom.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, you know, Helene, I just want to say thank you so much for your time and energy. I really, truly appreciate it. And I know that there's going to be people reaching out to you and to me that are in chronic pain that no longer want to do that. Yeah. Yes. So thank you so much. And is there anything else that you want to add?
I'm not crying. My tears come from frustration, because I know how you people out there all feel, because I was there. And you just feel like you're at wit's end, and there's just no hope for you. And there really is. There really is. You guys just take a chance.
Right? Absolutely. And I mean, your husband, he must love it. I know my husband does, because now we can go out and about and actually do things, whereas before I couldn't because of a chronic pain. Okay?
Yes.
Right? So he must be thrilled about the results. Oh, here he is here. Hi, thank you for joining us. Tell me, how does it feel to have your wife back?
It's amazing. I can't believe it. Going from, like she said, staying in the RV, not going outside at all, to going out, walking, hiking, just it's unbelievable.
Moving me to tears.
He doesn't have to massage my head to get me to sleep anymore, because I went off the medication long before I discovered this coffee, and suffered just in pain all the time, because all the medications they were giving me was causing other reactions and side effects, and I just didn't want it anymore. And so I stopped everything. I mean, I weaned myself off slowly, and I wouldn't recommend that for everybody. You got to see your doctor first, but I tell you, it's the best thing I could have done for myself.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just so happy for you guys. You've got your life back. Life is good. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people reaching out to you and to me that are living in chronic pain that, you know, they don't want it anymore. And it just is so enhancing to our life. Look at you guys. You're living the dream. I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate your time and energy.